Far East University, MOOCs, massive open online courses, 3D printing DIY. Unit, Introduction to 3D Printing Device XY. In this unit, I will introduce what are the differences between 3D printing devices. Now, let's introduce XY 3D printing. It's actually a 3D printing machine. In the FDM model, there are three main models. The first one, which can be seen on the desk, is the XY type, and the XYZ 3-axis. There are also 3D printing machines, such as the Delta model triangular axis. Now, let's start with this XY axis. This one is Printex 3D printer. The agent is from Taiwan TMA. Then it mainly adopts the XY axis as the actuating mode. Then its forming area is 220 millimeters by 200 millimeters. The stacking height can be up to 360 millimeters. That's 36 centimeters. As you can see, the main method of the XY axis movement from the nozzle will be like this. And this is how the Z-axis moves. Let's see the platform in front. It actually depends on the platform, just like this. Then the stacking action. So basically, the biggest difference between it and the XYZ axis is the platform is raised and lowered, instead of the nozzle going up and down. I will introduce it again later. The following two models are different. If it is the XYZ axis and Delta model, they basically stack up in the way of FDM. But the operation of their nozzles basically does not rely on the rise and fall of the platform. Like the Delta model, because it uses three different engines to drive, so its shaping effect will be like this. Compared with the XYZ axis and XY axis, they are more detailed. The layer thickness of this machine can be 0.5 millimeters for each layer. Of course, this is for a low-level beginner. For the 3D printer, there are also some advanced machines that can print thinner layers, and because it's a beginner machine, it will be easier to set. Then you can see that its control knobs are all over the front. What about this control knob? They mainly control the parts like incoming and outgoing materials. When the materials are in, someone needs to operate it. Besides the materials, some detailed settings, such as flow settings and the running speed of the fan, need to be set. And as you can see, there is a bright white light in it. You can adjust the light. So the introduction of this machine probably ends here. End of this unit.